Phil, welcome.
Hello, this is my presentation for my project proposal. Please, next slide. So I have the content here. We have context, job roles, key differences from previous projects, primary research, secondary research, bibliography, problem solving, planning and production, practical skills, evaluation, presentation, and the action plan. So over the past 2 years of my work at Southwark College, I have developed in many ways, primarily in my creative outlet, songwriting and composition, as well as my musical skills in singing. I have gotten a lot better at performing throughout this year. This is due to many varied factors. Firstly, this year we played all kinds of different genres, which helped to develop musical styles and a wide variety of knowledge. In addition to this, we have been playing a lot of hardcore gigs outside of college as the Parking Lot Lovers Band, which has created a whole new kind of stage presence and understanding of viewer and performer dynamics. I now feel as though I could perform to any kind of audience whenever I want or need to. This year, I plan to create an album which will be more creatively diverse than the previous EP from last year. As well as being more diverse, it will include a lot more songs, aiming for 7 songs written, lyrics, bass, guitar, and drums, each with a demo recording, and at least 4 of them to be fully recorded and produced, and if everything goes perfectly, to have the whole album recorded by the end of the project. So here's my roles: studio session singer, project manager, songwriting, live performance singer, lyric writing, social media managing and marketing, promotional artwork and photos, and studio engineering. So what I will be doing differently from last year. There are some clear notes that I will take from last year's project to ensure this year's project hits all goals and markers. Make sure we are clear on progress dates and have many deadlines and regular team meetings so that everything stays on track. Make sure that all social media and marketing are set up and posted planned out in advance, as well as bookings and gigs for the album debut. Getting feedback on the project before it is posted to the public, e.g. a focus group where we can record and discuss what people like and dislike about our project. Primary research. For my primary research, I will look at recordings from our previous gigs to see what the crowd reacted to best and what songs were less favourable. This gives a clear direction that we should take with our music if we want a good reaction from the people, from our target demographic. Our target demographic is people ages 16 to 25, which sits within the troubled youth and early adult scene, which we intend on marketing towards, as they have been what makes up the majority of our repeat audience. Another piece of primary research I will intend to take is a questionnaire which I will hand out at the door of each event, asking attendees from the gig about their musical interests, age group, and how much they are happy paying for tickets, to give us some solid statistics to work with when we are next marketing another gig. For my secondary research, I will be looking into how to effectively manage a creative team, how to ensure that all deadlines are hit and everyone remains in the loop, as well as ensuring that all work is equally shared amongst the group. I feel as though this research will benefit my project, as I will need to work to a strict deadline with a group, and knowing how to keep everyone up to date under a time constraint, as well as having good knowledge of effective organisation, as well as team leading strengths, will make the whole process a lot more manageable. I will investigate strategies for timekeeping and planning for effective project outcomes, as well as reduce stress for all members of the group. Problem solving. During the project, a theoretical problem we could run across is not having enough time to record all the songs. To solve this issue, making sure we have some sort of backup plan and a priority list to the songs so we can still have something substantial to drop when the final date comes along. Another issue that we know we are going to run into is the fact that our bass player isn't part of our college, so he will not be able to play for our events or record in our songs. We have already planned that Jalen, our guitarist, is going to play with a special type of guitar pedal and wiring setup split into bass and guitar amp to emulate the bass sound. And for the recording process, he is going to play the bass as well as the guitar to fill in for our bass player. Planning and production. Our planning will be specific and with a clear outline of all the gear we need for each recording session, as well as a clear running order of priority, for example. Demo guitar, then drum track, then singing, then guitar, then bass. Ensuring that we have the drum track down is extremely important, as other parts that can be recorded at home on a Scarlett, but the drums really need full mics to work properly and have the sound quality that we're hoping for. Production. Mixing and mastering will have a specific team assigned to the work on these roles and their own mini deadlines. We will take ideas from the way of recording planning worked last year. For example, we all found it extremely beneficial to lay down an acoustic guitar track before we recorded the drums, etc. So we will definitely use that again this year. Practical skills. As a singer and writer in the group, I will need the ability to sing basic scales that will make certain songs easier to sing. I had to improve my singing last year as I wasn't at all confident in my singing ability, and I felt that it was limiting my creative ability and performance skills. However, through playing a variety of different songs at live events, I have gained a newfound confidence in my singing, which allows me to sing a more varied plethora of songs. As well as my hard work on singing skills, I have worked hard writing loads of songs in my spare time, which has just gotten better and better. The more that I write now, advancing into writing stories, not just songs, and this gives them a whole new level of deepness and relatability that my previous work did not carry. During my work outside of college on DIY events these past months, at gigs presented by Tilly at the Grove DIY, I had the opportunity to set up sound systems and all background for multiple gigs, as well as working a live sound desk on other sets, giving me a more advanced ability to engineer than last year. Evaluation. I will make a reflective diary that will be updated on a week-by-week basis. I'll reflect on how each week, describing what went well, what could have been done better, and what will improve for next time. I will also make 2 final evaluations, with one of them looking at our finished album, and then the other performance, and then our performance at the Fox and Firkin and the Engine Rooms. This way I will be able to compare each of the gigs. I will also be handing out a questionnaire at both gigs so that I can take some stats about what kind of people are attending, what they like, what they don't like, ages, music interests, other artists they listen to, which gives us a better idea of what our target demographic actually is. We are lucky to have the opportunity to compare these two. I will know project goals have been achieved if we write 7 songs, record 4 songs in the studio, perform 4 songs, launch the album publicly with social media marketing. Presentation. In addition to this, we'll be marketing the album release online. The album artwork, promo shoots, posters, business cards, social media, live streams, stickers, artwork, codes, and special locations. The first thing we will do is use a wide range of different social media platforms to promote the album: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. Secondly, I think it's important we utilize the platform and following that we've already grown from previous gigs. 145 followers on our band account on Instagram, so we will send promotion directly to these followers first, as these people have actually attended our gigs, so they are our priority. Presentation again. To present our project, our group will perform our songs for our album. First, to a larger audience on the gig on the 29th, that is more tailored towards our target demographic, 16 to 25-year-old, which covers the troubled youth and young adult areas. And then secondly, to a more varied audience with a bigger range of different demographics, but less within our target demographic. This will be great when it comes to evaluating the audience response, because we can see if reaching out into different target demographics would be a successful venture in the future. This is the action plan. Next. And I also went into depth making a daily planner of what we need to do each week. So this is very specific. It has like decide what tracks we need to do, and then what days we're rehearsing, what days we can't rehearse, when we're rehearsing on the weekend, etc. And that's for the 12-week plan. This is my bibliography. And then, any questions, please?
What are the names of the 7 songs?
Okay. We've got Adrenaline, we've got Suicide Hotline, we've got Fall For Me, we've got Sky High, we've got, there's more, I'm thinking. Invisalign. I don't know the other one. I don't think we've got solid names for the other ones, but they're kind of just the names of the lyrics at the moment.
What's your creative inspiration for the musical aspects of your project?
Okay, so I guess we obviously take from a lot that's like around us, but personally, I've taken an interest in concept albums, and that's kind of what this is. And particularly there's a band called Nothing But Thieves, which have come out each year, each 2 years, with a very specific themed album. And over the past few years, it's related more like on the current like economic crisis or the situation like with COVID, and they really encapsulate the time period. And so what I would like to do is be like able to leave here and say, okay, well this album is how I felt at that time when I was at college, and it relates to like the people around me and the things they were struggling with then as well.
Okay. What do you think your biggest challenge will be to completing the project?
I think making sure that we have enough time in the studio to get all the songs and tracks down, and then after everything's recorded, the mixing part, not really knowing how long that's going to take. I think that's probably going to be the hardest part.
Okay. And what's been your most useful source to date, and how have you applied it, either to your proposal or do you intend applying it to your project?
So I intend on applying, so I've been researching into how to manage a team, a creative team more specifically. There's a Harvard business essay on how to manage a team correctly, and then also in addition to that there is a book, I don't know the author's name, it's like the 5 truths of managing a creative team, and that's been really helpful in terms of trying to figure out, because there's 2 parts of managing a team. Managing a normal team and then managing a creative team is a different thing, because you can't really force creativity. It doesn't work like that. So trying to be able to have deadlines but also foster a creative environment is a difficult thing to do. And that has lots of key points on keeping everyone calm and keeping the right environment.
And that's the one you're going to
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to implement.
Right, okay, thanks very much.